I love paranormal television. The problem is, what you see on TV, that isn't what a real ghost hunt looks like. So we came up with Paranormal Generation, a show for serious paranormal enthusiasts. No tricks, no Hollywood glitz, no faked evidence. Just a real science-based paranormal investigation, led by Pert Strutz and the members of Midwest Preternatural Research. The team goes to haunted locations throughout the Midwest, looking for authentic evidence of the paranormal.
So you guys think the first public meet and greet we had went pretty good today? Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
Yep, I was impressed with the turnout.
Yeah, we had a great time. Well guys, we are getting ready to go on our next investigation. This is going to be a great one. We're heading to the Roff Home. Famed Roff Home, very popular place down there. We have a special guest going with us today. Justin, why don't you tell us about our guest?
Yeah, I'd like to introduce Erika Johnson. She's going to be joining us for the Make-A-Wish program. And it was her wish to do an investigation with an actual paranormal team. So she'll be down there with us.
Excellent. Well, we're going to head down. Watseka Wonder, they call it, the Roff Home. John, the owner, is going to be meeting us down there, getting us into the house. We're going to have the full run of the house. It's going to be a great time and a good investigation for us. Good. So we'll get set up and head down there in the next couple days.
You excited?
Yep.
Very excited. Good. All right, let's eat some cookies. Cookie. John.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Welcome to the Roff Home.
Excellent. We're excited to be here. This is a great opportunity to come through the house here and check out what's really going on here as far as paranormal stuff goes. We're going to take Matt with us right now. We're going to go on a tour of the property with you. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you'll give us one. Mm-hmm. And nothing else, let us know some of the hot areas in the property where things have happened to other people, other investigators that have been through here, or to yourself if you're willing to divulge that information. Mm-hmm. And let us know about the property, the history, and anything paranormal going on in the building.
Okay. My name is John Whitman, and welcome to the Roff Home. The home where the possession of Lurancy venom took place 132 years ago. This home was built by the Roff family in 1868. They were prominent spiritualists in this community. They believed that their daughter, Mary Roff, had been possessed and had died because of that possession when she was 19 years old. 12 years later, in 1878, Lurancy venom moved to this house, claiming to be possessed by the spirit of their dead daughter, Mary Roff. She stayed here for 100 days until she was supposedly cured of the possession and went home. When Lurancy venom first came to the home, supposedly possessed by the spirit of Mary Roff, she came through those front doors, walked over to the piano, and began playing. The sister, Minerva, who was an adult by this time, commented, "They were the songs of our youth, though emanating from another's lips."
Now today's a special day as far as the calendar goes.
Yes.
For Lurancy being here. What's our special treat for?
Today is the day that Lurancy venom walked through those doors 133 years ago today.
So that would have been 133 years ago this exact day that we're here.
Yes.
So it's an anniversary date, so maybe there's a little more spiked activity tonight with that opportunity.
Actually, and last night felt kind of strange when I arrived back here, so
okay.
Perhaps
we'll see what happens.
Let's see something, yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Where should we head next?
Well, let's meander through the house this way.
Okay.
And well, this room, historically in these homes, is the father's room.
Okay.
And you can tell the father's bedroom principally by two things. One is that there's an entrance to the attic, and then the second is that there is a little entrance through the wall here into the next bedroom, which arguably goes to the mother's room. So this is the mother's room.
Okay.
And as you can see, there's a lot of work yet to be done in this room.
Is there other groups that have come through here? This has been a popular room as well, too.
Mm-hmm. People typically get, they'll see pictures of, in their pictures, they'll see images of women or children in the windows. They will get voices in video and also audio from this room. So yeah, this is a pretty good room.
This is probably one of the areas we should focus on upstairs. Is going to be this area right here, you think?
Anywhere in this house, really.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Back this way next?
Yes, and so
Okay.
through here is Lawrence's room. This room was the room that Lurancy Venom stayed in when she was here for 100 days, possessed by the spirit of Mary Roff.
Okay.
It is said in the story that she stayed in a room she could look directly up Fifth Street from her window. And this is the only room in the house where you can look directly up Fifth Street.
Okay.
And people have gotten, supposedly that there are a lot of good spirits that flock to the second floor to avoid other spirits in other parts of the house.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
that's with some reports.
Now the story behind it goes actually that the spirit of Mary Roff actually possessed the girl in a different property,
Yes.
and then they brought her here. Today being the anniversary, and she spent 100 days here living as Mary Roff, and then after that they moved her back out of the house. Is that correct?
She supposedly was cured.
Okay.
She said when she came here that she would stay for a time, would not be forever, that Mary Roff had been asked by the angels in heaven to enter her body to protect it from the evil spirits, because Lurancy was ill and her soul was ill, and what it allowed to happen was for evil spirits to pour into her body.
Okay.
What is said in the story is that the angels in heaven had asked Mary to pour into that body and to possess it while the angels cleansed Mary's soul, or Lurancy's soul.
Okay.
So she stayed here for 100 days while that went on. Toward the end of her time here in May, she began announcing to the family that she was going to have to go, and that would be soon. And then on May 21st, she went and visited with the mother in the mother's room and said that to say her final goodbyes. And then a final transformation took place, and Lurancy returned for good. Minerva came over, the sister of Mary Roff, and she led Lurancy back across town, first to the childhood home that Minerva now owned, and then back to Lurancy's home on the other side of town.
How far away? I had heard there was something too about the yard with the oak trees outside
Yes.
the window here.
Well, there's a wonderful view here through this window. Lurancy had a nice view out into the oak trees. Now, several mediums who have come through the home report seeing many people out in the trees, and they've asked whether it was a graveyard, or they've asked whether it's a portal, or what exactly it means.
All right. I'm curious about the basement. I've heard a lot of stuff about your basement here.
Oh yeah.
Can we start heading in that direction?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, excellent.
So welcome to the basement of Roff Home. This is the entranceway. There's one medium who has been through the house several times, and he will not go past the last step in the basement because of the terrible things that he sees happening here.
Interesting.
Done away with. Going through here. There was an open house of like a ghost hunting 101 experience here in September, and there was a man who was scratched in the basement. He felt something warm, and when they lifted up his shirt, the giant scratch mark going down his back. Ovilus readings report back the same kinds of words and names over and over again across different investigations.
I hear a lot of people feel that when they come down here, there's like almost a heaviness that they shouldn't be down here. It's not wanted down here. Is that something you've
The basement never particularly bothered me.
Okay.
Women have felt more of a hostile, aggressive presence here.
Okay. Other than that, that's about it down here in the basement? Okay.
The whole place is open for exploration.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate it. It is great to be here. I know Matt's excited the whole drive here.
Yeah.
He's been looking forward to this for a while, so we all have been. So we appreciate the tour. Thank you very much. And we're going to get set up. And like I said, I know it's kind of going through a process of cleansing of the house and so on and so forth. So we want to be obviously respectful of that too. So and we're not going to be down here doing some of the wacky stuff you sometimes see other programs do. You know, we're coming through. We're going to really look at this from a scientific level, really look at it, and try to find out the state of the house again. But also, you know, you had another group come through here. The house has been down, not used
the house
for
has
the.
been, after last fall, I decided to close the house.
Okay.
And so your group is the first official group to come into the house. I think it's fitting the day of Lurancy venom coming here for healing. And it's great that you can bring someone from the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
So anyway, what we do is we go around the walls, because typically the wiring would be along the walls. Otherwise, if you're in the basement and you have pipes and things that go overhead.
This is the carbon monoxide meter. Below 15 ppms is normal. And then that's the thermometer.
Yeah, do you remember we were talking about cold spots in the car? That's kind of why we take these measurements before we start. So if the temperature happens to drop drastically, then it's something that I'll look into. So what do you think? Your first official paranormal investigation, Erika. Any thoughts?
So far it's pretty cool, good.
My name's Erika Johnson, and I'm here because I wanted to see like if there is paranormal activity in the house. I'm interested in like paranormal stuff because to me it's like history that you can kind of like talk to or see if you're lucky, I guess.
You're up for anything.
Yeah, all for it.
The ultimate question is, are you ready for this tonight?
Yes.
Well, we're glad you're here. This is going to be great. You ready to get going?
Yep.
All right, let's get started. All right, guys, so we're here now. Roff House is going to be an incredible night. We're going to have to, we've got 3 levels here, the basement, the main level, we've got the upstairs, bedrooms up there. What we want to do is make sure we've got a buffer zone between us. If we do come down here on this main level, we're going to try to just stick together and work together as a group. The sound travels in here like crazy, whether it's walking, talking, whatever the case is. So we're going to try to keep this middle level off limits. We're going to keep us upstairs and downstairs. We'll flip-flop back and forth, and then we can all work on this middle level together as a group, just to keep the sound levels down. Other than that, I think we're ready to go. We're going to split up right now. Start with, who wants to go to the basement first? You guys want to go down there first?
It doesn't matter.
We'll send you guys down there. Justin and I will go upstairs, and we'll take Erika with us upstairs. Sure. We'll start out up there. You guys can hit up the basement first of all, and then we'll just move from there. All right?
That sounds good.
All right, let's get to it. Good. I'm already getting a wicked
As on the
cold
traveling
spot right
shows.
here. Come here.
We have the thermometer. Are they okay down there?
Sure.
You were downstairs in the basement asking EVP questions, and the light in the main part of the basement came on. We tried to debunk it. We tracked the cable from the light to see where it goes. It leads to this box. Man, it looks like some kind of a timer. So we think maybe all the lights come on like when it gets dark or something like that.
That's pretty interesting.
Okay, the big thing down here was a guy. He felt like really warm, and he lifted up his shirt, and he had like a big scratch on his back. And the other thing,
Like claws or?
I don't know, just a scratch. And the other thing is people feeling touched, and women feeling touched and groped down here.
Fun. I'm gonna stay here the whole night then.
There's a draft coming from this window, but it's not hitting down in here. You feel that?
Yeah, I don't see any holes. See, this is where a thermal camera would be perfect.
Yeah. All right.
That should be the first thing that our new sponsor should give us.
Are we gonna move around and like sit in different areas or just sit right
No,
here?
we're gonna sit here and just kind of relax. So we can start this. I'm gonna start this. Okay, we're gonna be doing an EVP session. We're in the upstairs master bedroom of the Roff Home. Present is Justin,
Kurt?
Erika? Beth?
Dave. I'll be putting the microphone actually on the bed.
The other one's going to be set down where this kind of cold spot was by the boots.
And just a reminder, if you shuffle, cough, make any accessory noises, make sure you say that was me or speak into the microphone and explain what it was. Everybody understand? Kurt, start us off.
Is there anybody here with us today? That was John leaving the front door, I bet.
That was another sound from outside. I can hear noise from downstairs.
Turn that so one of us can see it. Okay. We can still hear them walking around upstairs. Should we just wait for them to go out, or?
We can go ahead and start.
Okay. We need you to speak loud and clear into one of our recorders so that we know it's you and not bleed from the team upstairs. Is there anyone here with us right now?
Do you like to scare people that come into the basement? That's walking upstairs.
Yeah.
This is the worst house to do an EVP circle.
The sound carries well in here. Like there pretty much needs to be a team on the
Inside and outside.
inside and outside.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe if they went all the way up to the second floor. You can hear them talking. We're pretty much not going to get anything until they go outside.
No, we could just snap photos and do.
Sure.
Yeah, just like 15, 20. That was pretty much it. It's just right in this little spot right here.
Okay.
From the other
What are you doing right now? Just standing in the middle of the room?
0.
Okay. So that's not going to cause any hallucinations or
Watch the
anything?
hole in the ground right here.
Oh, there really is a hole.
0.
Can I take your picture, please? Flash?
So with the evil like guy down here, did they just like feel a presence, or like people like actually like felt something like that?
Well, somebody actually got scratched.
One person.
One person.
Okay.
This was last year.
Was he an investigator?
Yeah. But I mean, there's a lot of other like reasons that could have happened. Like you could have brushed against something, or it could have been like an allergic reaction or something. Flash.
Is there anybody in here with us?
It would be a train.
Really? Is that the spirit train or the soul train?
Really? It's more noise from downstairs. It's another train.
What is that? It almost sounds like a flap on a vent.
Or a hinge squeaker.
Yeah. Ghost.
That?
Yeah.
Let's go check it out.
Just stand here and just be quiet and listen.
Do that.
Maybe the heater.
Window. That's what it is. It's this thing. This thing, just ever so slightly, would scratch on the glass here. There's your draft probably right there. Wow. Okay.
Well, that's all that.
I got a little bit of a flutter.
Yeah.
Probably, there's a lot of things that can set the K2 meter off.
Yeah, I was just.
It could be a cell phone transmission or radio wave or...
Did the
No,
meter go all the
it
way
just, like,
up to
blinked.
red?
No.
Okay, just flash to the next one.
Yeah, like barely even flashed.
Okay.
The chirping noise is still the radiator. Am I just sleeping in here with that? Because you know it does that all night long. Who's in here with us? Anybody? This is my friend Erika. She doesn't believe you're in here. Want to go over and tap her on the shoulder, please?
Yeah, I don't really believe in that stuff much, so. Yeah.
She can't see you. She doesn't believe you're here. You tell her that you're here?
Some motorcycle outside. Somebody talking outside, downstairs.
We're up here on the top floor. The parlor's down below us, the rear parlor, and then the mat and the mat are downstairs in the basement below that. So we got a whole buffer between us.
How's Erika's stomach?
That happens a lot. Be surprised.
It's not like we can even move next door. The one over there is hissing too.
You know, if you fell asleep and listened to this screaming like a banshee thing, don't you think you'd start seeing visions and stuff in your room too, or no?
It would do something to you, I think, over time. I mean, just even high frequency pitches
Yeah.
just can get in.
If there is something in here, can you walk past one of these two boxes on the blue box? They won't hurt you.
If there are any entities in this room, we have a 13-year-old girl with us. Would you like to play with her? She likes to play with her dolls.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be playing with them later.
Are there any of the spirits still hovering around in this house from when the Roff family was here? That are stuck here in the house? Can you walk over here by us?
If you do, Kurt will take your picture.
Alright, my whole right side is getting that cold again. Right here. If that's you, can you hold my hand, please? I mean, it could just be a draft, but it's... Okay, I'm like getting chills up my arm now. This is weird. Switch with me, Erika. Just sit right, Ryan. Put your arm on.
My hand's kind of right here. If that's you making that cold, you can touch my arm more, like over here, or hold my hand. And we're just gonna take a picture.
Flash. What are you doing?
Seems really cold.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I don't know, but when you get up by this window back there, you really don't feel it.
Like only if you're like.
You're right up by it. But if you go by the pile of clothes a little more, you lose it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the insulation of the clothing and stuff there, but
It's like freezing underneath
Yeah.
my hand.
that's how my arm was the other way, and this whole underside just all of a sudden got really cold and just shot these chills.
Well, there is a 5-degree difference between
The boot.
just under your hand to where you're.
Just do the between the two hands. See this difference between her left hand and right hand.
This is 86, 79.
That's actually a pretty big difference. I mean,
It is. Yeah. Chances are it's probably a draft.
Ready to head outside.
Yeah.
There's been some claims of activity outside near the oak trees on the side of the house. Some mediums and psychics have said they've experienced things out there, seen things out there. Justin and I, we're going to go strap on our boots, we're going to head outside, and we're going to hook up a trap cam out there, see if we can find anything, and we'll find out what's going on out there and if there's any validity to what the mediums have said. Alright, so apparently, Justin, we got the tree line out here. They say the mediums have said there's a lot of activity. They see people walking from out there.
Like all the way at tree line, or just these closer ones?
The whole tree area. Okay. 2 feet range. Is that good? I want to position it so it looks square. Okay.
Good.
I believe so. It'll set itself off in a few seconds, so we'll just walk away. There we go. We're good. It's filming 20-second movie clips when anything moves by it. So we're good. Let's go inside because my ears are about to freeze off.
Turn the flashlight on, too.
Did you guys get enough?
6
No.
minutes.
No.
Oh, we knew it was going to be short. It's 10 degrees outside. My ears were numb in 5 minutes.
That's okay.
All right, you guys, I'm going to have you guys go back upstairs.
Okay.
Or upstairs. You haven't been up there yet, but head upstairs. We're going to do the doll thing. You brought the doll along with you. Mm-hmm. Erika, you're going to go up with them too and help them get the whole doll thing situated. And Justin and I are going to head downstairs for a little while and get a chance down there.
Okay.
And we'll regroup maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that.
Sounds good.
And I think what we need to do is we'll come at the end as a group right here on this level.
Okay.
Do a group thing, and then we'll split up again one more time. At least one more time.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's get to it. Good.
Break.
This is Matt, Amanda, and Erika in Mary Roff's room.
And this was also the room where Lurancy slept when she stayed here as Mary Roff, right?
Mm-hmm. Amanda, do you want to explain what we have, why we have this doll here?
There supposedly were children here besides Mary, right? So,
Lurancy's younger siblings.
Right.
Youngest.
Well,
so I was seeing if they can get someone to play the doll, or...
Well, she claimed to be able to see her younger brother who had been dead for like 3 years and she had never met.
And sister, yeah, I think.
Yeah, her brother and sister.
Then we have the candy, because, you know, kids like candy, so it's always a good thing to have around.
We have digital voice recorders running. That's this little machine here I have on the floor with the red light. We can't hear what you're trying to tell us with our ears, but if you talk loud and clear into this red light here, when we play back our recording, we can hear what you're trying to tell us and maybe we can help you.
We brought a doll up here for you. Did you want to play with it?
I can hear like a whistling sound coming from this radiator right here.
All the radiators are making
Yeah.
this sound.
I don't know if you guys heard it, but over that way, there's like a little thud.
The sound really carries in this building.
Yeah. If there are any kids here, you can come and take a piece of candy or play with the doll. Don't mind the boxes, they're not gonna hurt you.
What was that?
I thought that was just hissing.
Do you have the material? This is something I wanted to check out on the walkthrough.
I'll grab it. It's kind of jumpy right on this threshold, but it only goes up to like a 2. As I go through, it kind of jumps.
Clip right here, just hit the window. Like, I didn't see it, but just like that.
Wasn't that kind of the sound we heard before?
It was going like this. I'm gonna say it's the breeze though. Yeah, because this is kind of loose. So maybe like the wind blew it and it.
Don't bring it.
I'm not breaking anything. I was sitting down. Can you give us a sign of your presence?
I think Kurt mainly wanted us to be in the other room.
Well, we can move back over. Okay, we've now moved into Mary Roff's old bedroom. Mary Roff, are you here? I hear a whistling. Is there another?
There's a radiator over there.
That's what I thought. Can you give us a sign of your presence?
Can you tap one of us on the shoulder?
I think I hear Kern Justin in the basement.
You want to start recording first? Yeah. Just get them going. Then when we're ready to go.
We're good.
Alright, this is Justin and Kurt in the basement back room. Roff Home. I'll set the one over here more. Down here on the floor, we got the K2 meter. Not that really amounts to much, but we've got it down there on the floor just as an object. We've also got the flashlight next door, which is really loosely set. There's a theory out there, whether it's accurate or not, we're going to play with it tonight, but we're going to see that a spirit may have the ability to manipulate the sensitivity of the flashlight. So we're going to see if we can actually get something to trigger the flashlight on or off for us. We got the K2 there just in case if it does flicker the flashlight and we get a little hit on the K2. The lights are just easier for the viewing public on television to watch than a standard tri-field meter would be. That's the reason we're using that here tonight, to see if we get any comparison. And I'm getting a cold thing coming through back here again, man. That is weird.
Yeah, there's a little cold stretch right here. There is a door right here, though.
Yeah. But let's go quiet and dark, and we do have 2 voice recorders going as well. Let's shift a little bit, and let's begin.
Just for recording purposes, there is a hiss in the background. That is the boiler that's in the next room.
And we do have 2 crew in here as well, too.
Is there someone in this room with us? Some kind of boom from upstairs.
Are you the one that scratched somebody in the basement? Did all the groups coming in provoking you make you upset?
Just so you know, we are not here to get you upset or provoke you. We just want to see if you're actually here.
If Mary is here, why did you choose Lurancy to come back here and live as her, or have her live as you? I don't know how to word that.
I know what you mean, though.
Yeah. Like, why would she choose that girl? Are you getting something through it, or?
I thought I kept hearing footsteps, but you guys kept talking, so I want to make sure that.
Okay.
I heard something coming from like the mom's room or something.
Was it
Like,
that click, or?
no, it's kind of sounded like moving around or
But was it the window?
no.
Did it sound like dripping? Because I heard dripping water.
Yeah, I heard kind of like a faucet running or dripping water.
I heard that too. Like maybe like a leaky pipe or something.
We'll see if we have it on the recorder sitting in that little room there. See if we can hear it on there too.
Yeah.
That's why I like to use recorders in separate rooms. That way, if like you hear something in one room, and then you can debunk it off of another recorder.
You see, like that's another thing that the TV shows don't show. They take like an 8-hour investigation and edit down to like a half an hour or an hour, and that makes it look like a lot more exciting than it is. And they don't show all the just sitting around. And mostly it's this. It's just like sitting in a dark room with nothing happening, talking to yourself. Can you give us a sign of your presence?
Can you knock on the floor for us?
Who's the bigger bozo, Kurt or Justin?
We hear there's some male down here who does not like women. If you're so tough and can pick on women, why don't you come pick on one of us guys? See how tough you really are. People who own this house don't want you harassing people.
you hear that?
What was it?
It's kind of like a dull roar. After you said that?
I did not, but there's a lot going on with the furnace right now.
Furnace is off.
You didn't feel that? It was almost like I don't know, kind of felt like the ground.
I didn't feel it, to be honest. But I was asking the questions, so I wasn't totally focused at the time.
Try to ask that one again. You kind of provoked a little bit. I know that's not what we're supposed to be doing.
We don't want to be doing that here, but in the same breath, the owner doesn't want malicious type stuff going on here. You know, if you're down here picking on women, it's not what we want. We don't want you doing that. You got to stop.
Is there just one of you down here? What's your name?
Why do you hang out in the basement of all places in this beautiful house? Are you ashamed of yourself? You hear that behind me? Back in this area. Almost like a tapping or ticking noise.
To me, you're wrestling my boots.
Your what?
Sounds kind of like water dripping, maybe?
There's a wet spot down here.
You talking about the floor?
Yeah. You can see moisture on the floor right here. Yep, there's the water dripping. I can see it's like a leaky drain from upstairs. It's hitting right there. Well, that solves that.
If I was not as tall as I am, I would stand up.
I just barely, as long as I spread my legs, I can get that 1 inch down and not hit the ceiling.
Okay, I think I'm going to stand up now.
You just stay down there on the floor, Justin. I know, I was moving the stuff here, and myself, but not only me, but someone on the crew has been feeling that kind of cobweb sensation. So I wanted to just see if, I felt it standing up, so I'm just going to try to stand. I do have the flashlight over here. If you want to try to turn that on for us, please. All I have to do is twist it. Okay, now something I'm feeling on my legs. Under my jeans, let alone.
Joint?
No, that's what's going to happen. See? I think it was the pant moving though. It was on the inside. Right below the knee. I might just be over feeling things too. Just stand for a while too, yeah, that's what I'm doing. But you know what, that's how I get, you know, that's how I got my thighs rubbed.
I'm gonna say, do people get fondled down here?
They have, that's why I'm kind of really, but it's always been women.
If anybody's in this room with us, I'd like to take your picture. If you could stand over by the entrance or stand over by Kurt or Beth. This camera is not like the camera you're used to. It doesn't go poof with a cloud of smoke. It just flashes quickly. Flash. Did bad things happen in this basement at some point? Were people hurt here?
There are these two little boxes on the floor with the red lights on them. You want to tell us something? If you don't want us here, let us know. We can actually hear you through those.
You need to speak very loud. I realize it may be difficult for you, but you need to do it. Draw from the warmth in this room if you need to.
On the tour, we were told you scratched
Did you hear
somebody. No.
You guys are kidding. Come over here for a second. There's like a burst of cold wind. As hot as it is here, there's like, as soon as you started saying that.
Oh, I feel it now.
This huge cold draft just came through here.
It's changing the temperature for you, Justin.
Yeah. It is.
Want that?
You know how warm it is, yeah. If it's 90 degrees against the wall, that's how warm it is in here. 75, between 75 and 90, it's 15-degree difference. Take a picture quick. That was just me laying the thermometer down. There's someone in this room with us. What does that mean? There's someone in this room over here. Could you please stand up so I can take your picture? Flash. If that was you that made the cold air come through here, could you do that again, please? It is kind of warm in here. It's 90 degrees.
That was the water dripping behind me again.
Did you hear whispering before that?
I heard something.
It sounded like something whispered back in that corner, and then you heard the water dripping. Mark this spot on the recorder, possible voice. If there's someone in the room with us, could you please identify yourself?
What's your name? That water running through the pipes kind of has almost a humanoid sound to it at times too. Something just, like in my shirt, just shuffled on the left side. If that was you that just pulled my shirt, maybe it's nothing, but if that was you, do that again. Sometimes it's so hard because you'll twist like this, and your shirt adjusts, and you twist back. You stand there for a few minutes and your shirt just kind of pops back into place.
Sure.
You never know if it's legit or not, as far as paranormal. Just had it again on my back. That was moving. I want to pull my shirt tight. It's always on the back of my shirt or the back of my pants. It's always on the back. This thing is really moving, this drape behind me. You trying to scratch me? There was the one time on my pant leg, the other time on the back. It was so distinct. Just wish I knew if it was actually legit.
Would you consider it a groping?
Not really. It wasn't like malicious or I don't even know if it's real. It takes a lot more than that to convince me. But it's just that how many times have we done this and I've never really had that kind of thing happen multiple times, you know?
Sure.
It's kind of different. I had the same thing happen at the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum.
You're running out of time. If you have something to tell us, you need to do it now.
Boiler kicking up.
My name is Justin. Can you say it back to me?
What do you think?
Well, we had some interesting things. That cold spot after we asked for it, now granted, we could explain that with possibly the door, but that whispering I heard before that drip, you didn't hear that at all?
I didn't hear that, but then again, I was talking, so.
It sounded like an EVP, but I heard it audibly, I heard it with my ears. So we'll see if the recorders picked anything up, but.
And I'll be honest, I've got a lot of sinus congestion going on that I may not have been as receptive to it today either.
Yeah. All right.
Let's swap out.
Do we have the track field natural set up anywhere?
No, because there's so many people.
It's tight.
If we put that in the middle of a room, maybe. I mean, as long as we're not within 3 or 4 feet, we'll be fine, right?
If we can
Just as long as there's nobody like moving around and stuff.
Well, here's the thing. At some point, we want to go up to that mom's room, right? Is that something that you want to do as a whole group, where we sit around the wall? Because there's enough room where we could all sit around the wall, and we could put the natural, tri-field natural, maybe a couple other things right in the middle of the room.
K2?
If you want. Does that sound like something to do, or is that too many people?
Oh, we could do that. We're gonna go down to the parlor all together.
Okay.
We could do that down there.
All right.
Or even set up maybe on the fireplace mantle and all sit around it and, well, you wanna all hang out down here and do it?
Sure.
Alright. Where do you wanna go, Matt? Mr. Tech Manager?
How about in here?
Let's do
Maybe like in front of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, you guys ready?
I'm ready. Sorry.
You ready, Erika?
Yes, I'm excited or ready.
Matt hates the K2 meter. It's got its purpose, but he's got this phobia of it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna actually pawn it off and hand it to him in the instant. And Justin's gonna take us picture quick and we'll get it on video so we can actually have Matt holding a K2 in his hand.
So is that a bad thing?
Here.
No.
Sorry.
I told her where you got that, by the way.
Where?
Happy Meal box.
Just hold it. Just touch it.
You hold this.
Feel the difference.
Seriously. No.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna set the tri-field natural EMF meter on the table right here. We're all gonna sit along the wall here so that we're not setting it off, because this EMF meter detects the kind of EMFs that our bodies give off.
You got it. You got it. This is an awful picture. Alright, Matt, you gave it. That's awful. Okay, that won't sell on EK2s.
Turn the EMF meter this way so I can see it. Okay, could everybody identify themselves into the camera, or into the voice recorder? This is Matt.
Amanda? Erika?
Justin. John.
Bev?
Dave. Ted.
Delta.
Kurt, the front parlor, the Roff Home. Matt, you can start it out.
Okay. Are there any spirits here with us?
What's your attachment to this building?
Lots of floor creaks.
It's gonna be really important with this many people to make sure you
Tape everything.
absolutely.
I have a device set on the table in the middle of the room that can detect your presence. I need you to move towards it, and then we can see if you're here.
What was that?
Is the boiler kicking on or kicking off?
Okay.
Is there any movement in it?
It's spiking slightly.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're sitting too closer.
Can you knock on the wall or something? Make a noise like that for us?
This is your last chance to communicate with us. We have to leave soon. If you have a message that you want us to pass along to someone, you need to do it now.
Well, I keep getting little fluctuations. I don't know if people are standing too.
K2's going crazy right now. It's going a little bit.
Tri-field is fluctuating just a little bit, not even to a 1.
Thing doesn't change when you set it to the radio, right?
And K2 is dead. It's got a bit of a flip. Does anybody have a cell phone ringing right now?
Even if it's on silent, that'll set it off.
It's got to look to it like, usually if it's something more EMF, it's going to hold steady when it flickers like that. Because that thing, you can have somebody's cell phone driving by, it can set it off potentially.
There's so many things that could set it off. That's why we use it with the tri-field.
Well, saying that was somebody in here, can you make that happen again? It's going again. All right, third time's the charm. Can you light it up one more time for us?
Would it help if we passed it around and could you move, your hand over this or something and make this light up? Would that help? Let's try it. If you see the green light, can you pass your hand over that and make it light up? Or drawing on her energy to help? Yeah. Manipulate it.
Can you touch the hand that's not holding the box?
Flash.
Well, I don't think we're going to get any more from it. Is there a certain time of the night that's more active than usual?
After midnight.
After midnight?
Between 12 and 3.
We're going to be leaving in a few minutes. Do you want us to leave?
Can you light it up if you want us to leave?
Alright guys, yeah.
End recording.
End recording. End recording.
End recording.
NK2. Alright. Well guys, I think we're pretty well wrapped up here today. Roff Home. Good time?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Erika, I want to thank you again for joining us today. We're glad you're along with us. Great opportunity. Did you have fun?
Yes.
What's the coolest thing that happened tonight?
I don't know, just everything was really fun. And because I've never done any of that before, so it was all fun and new to me.
Now, is it like you expected?
I thought it was going to be like really, really scary, but it wasn't like that scary. I mean, it was...
It's more like actual work, isn't it?
Sure.
It's a lot of work, and it's a lot of chore, and actually the work has only just begun.
Yeah.
For most of us, we've got...
So now we're going to give you about 8 or 9 hours of audio and video to review.
On one recorder.
Yes. We put Matt to work with that, so Matt and Amanda are the best EVPers you ever met.
Especially me, right?
Yes. Nobody can EVP like Amanda.
Right.
But thank you again for coming. We appreciate you coming along.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no. Thank you. Great time.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.
We hope the ghosts and Matt didn't scare you too much. And let's get packed up. We got a long drive ahead of us for most of us, so all of us actually. John's the only one who doesn't have a long ride tonight. So, thanks again, John. We appreciate you letting us in the house, and we'll let you know what happens. And let's get packed up, guys.
All right.
So we got a chance to go down to Watseka, Illinois for the Roff Home, the Watseka Wonder. What did you guys think of that place?
That was an awesome place.
That was by far one of the cooler places as far as what we've discovered. This is on our list so far, so I'm actually pretty excited about this. Before we even get into the evidence that we've got and the data we've collected, one thing I wanted to mention, I don't even know if we all went over this at the time, but Beth, our production manager, and myself, we actually went on an initial tour of the place when we first got there before the cameras were rolling. We had a chance to go upstairs into the mother's bedroom. And while we were up there, I started to get this, and I've never had this before in any location, but literally just almost a tipsy, uneven, unbalanced, sort of a dizziness feeling, which I just kind of brushed off as being, you know, I don't know, the floor is unlevel, it's an older house, atmospheric, who knows what it is. But afterwards, when I talked to Beth and I had mentioned, I said, you know, I kind of got this weird feeling up there, and she actually came back to me and said, you know what, I had that exact same feeling too. She actually finished my sentence as I started talking about what I was feeling up there. So it was just kind of strange that that happened to both of us at the exact same moment in the room on that tour together. Yeah, ironically, when we were up there the rest of the evening, I never felt that same sensation up there again the rest of the night. It was just on that first time we walked to the property. So, but food for thought, just kind of an interesting thing to.
And you guys did baseline readings up there, right?
Yeah, we didn't find anything out of the ordinary as far as high EMFs. Or
Everything is pretty level.
We did manage to collect quite a bit of interesting data and evidence out of this location.
We did.
And we definitely want to go through all of this today. To start out with, I mean, we had the one incident. We got a bunch of EVPs, electronic voice phenomenon, that we did collect. We'll get to those in just a second. First of all, we just want to mention too, we did have Erika and the Johnson family there with us, which was great to have her there. Awesome to have her as an addition to the team.
Yes. Fight like a girl for Hodgkin's lymphoma.
I think one of the things I saw her catch the most spark in her eye that evening was actually as we were sitting in the parlor together with everybody doing that group EVP session, and we have the K2 meter going. We know the K2 meter, we can never take this as 100%. Matt's already curling his eyebrows right here. But we did have something setting that thing off in the middle of that room at that point in time. Could it have been somebody maybe didn't turn off their cell phone that was causing interference? Maybe. Could it have been another outside source, something we're not aware of? Maybe, but it was still something that actually did manage to take its time, where there's no electricity under that part of the house, no heat ducts, nothing in that portion of the home. It was kind of a unique thing. I'm not going to say it's anything paranormal, but definitely something I saw her perk up a little bit at when that did happen, and gave her that opportunity to experience the K2 working. But let's get down to what we really want to talk about. That's going to be the several EVPs that we collected that evening. Now, the first one I think actually came with Matt. You and Amanda were in the basement. We were just getting the cameras set up and everything as well too at that point in time. Why don't you tell us what happened?
We were in a room together, we were talking, and we hear this voice come through. You cleaned up one.
Well, yeah, because all the wires are plugged into an outlet up there.
Kind of like saying welcome to the basement. And we're able to clean that up. It does come in, it does have a very female or young girl
Kind of
voice
childlike
to
voice, yeah.
it. So we got actually something welcoming you guys to the basement.
I know, right?
Hello, or hi in this case.
What does it sound like to you?
To me, it sounds like it's saying hi. You agree, man?
Yeah, it sounds like a child saying hi, or a woman.
Oh, that was an excellent catch. Good job discovering that one. I actually, on my recorder, had two of them pop up when Justin and I were in the basement.
Yeah.
Well, we got one we're going to save for the end, but there was a point in the basement where I was talking about the flashlight theory, you know, where you leave the flashlight just in the off position and see if something can manipulate or energy can turn the flashlight on or off. I was talking about that theory and how it was kind of a controversial experiment to do. And as I was describing that, I kind of got, not in a rude way, but Justin just politely cut me off and said that he's going to be taking a picture, so he announced he was going to be flashing with his camera. So he cut me off and said flash. At that point in time, I did not finish what I was discussing about the flashlight. Got an EVP that came in right after he had taken the picture. So if you guys want to listen to this and see what you think it might sound like. I think it's such a controversial flash.
And what do you think it sounds like?
Well, when I first heard it the first time, because the fact it was kind of, the sentence got cut off partially, my thought was it was maybe something coming in and asking what? Like, what? The controversial theory is what? And we cleaned it up a little bit. It's maybe not saying what. Mm-hmm. And we can definitely hear there's a pitch to it and a tone to it as far as a human voice, but we really can't pinpoint it to being
Like
that exact.
what as a question, or what as just
Like a statement, is what?
A statement.
What, you know.
Okay.
It's a controversial theory because Flash, what? You know, to that extent. And that may not even be what it is in that case, but there's definitely some kind of a voice there. We can't discern exactly what it is.
Sure.
And you said that Beth, our camera operator, looked over her video too, and nobody's lips were moving at the time.
Correct. We had nobody else talking at that point in time. In fact, the other EVP, which is from that exact same session, a voice phenomenon, we had nobody talking as well too at that exact same time. So it's interesting. We should probably go right into that one. I know this is one that Justin was a little bit excited about. Justin was asking some specific questions down in the basement.
Yeah. When we were down there together, just some interesting things were happening. I know you felt some things at some point. At some point in the basement, I heard what I believed was whispering coming from the very corner of the room. Obviously, I lit that area up with a flashlight, and I couldn't see anything there. It was a very small room, so it's not like anyone could be hiding in there. So I thought that was interesting. And then during our EVP session, I asked the question, my name is Justin, can you say that back to me? And at the time I didn't know what happened, but what did you find?
Well, we did on one of the audio recorders, again, the one right here, we did capture something responding back to Justin asking to have his name said. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. See what you hear.
My name is Justin, can you say it back to me? Yeah, I mean, your first question is, that's interesting. That's very interesting. That's kind of unnerving at the same time, hearing a voice like that. But
And everything seemed to happen at once at this point in time too.
Right.
We heard the whispering that you heard, or you had heard the whispering. Then all of a sudden, I started having almost a cobweb sensation on my hands.
Right.
Our sound guy was saying he was experiencing that same feeling of that cobweb sensation up and down his arms. I started getting literally tugs on my shirt, and it was just seconds after the tugs on the shirt too that the Justin voice came in, and about a half a minute later, the what came in.
Sure.
And they were all literally coupled within that maybe 2-3 minutes time frame.
Right.
And everything happened at that one point in time.
And I think of all the investigations that we've done so far on the show, I think this was the most interesting that we've found as far as evidence goes.
And I would like to add too that I did cross-check our voice recorders to see if maybe it was bleed from the other team, and it was not us.
Yeah. A very interesting night.
Very, very interesting. Neat place.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we didn't catch anything on much with the outside trap cameras. We didn't catch any bunnies for you, Matt. I'm sorry.
He's disappointed. He cried for a week.
But I mean, it was still awesome to bring Erika in there, give her a chance. I mean, she never really had a chance to go paranormal investigating of any type before. So, and Justin, I know you were a key person in getting that put together. So I'm sure, I know the Johnson family's appreciative of pairing it up, and we are too. It was great to have her there.
Parents are saying that she's still talking about it, so she really enjoyed her time.
Excellent. We're glad we could be there and hope she continues on and has success in her life ahead. And
absolutely,
definitely a great person.
Did anything happen to you when you were there?
No.
Really?
Nothing. I'm disappointed.
Okay.
Amanda's the one person who had nothing happen there.
Well, you didn't really have anything.
We got that EVP together.
Well, we got the EVP, but I didn't have any
shakers?
I didn't have any
experience.
experiences either.
Yeah.
As shakers.
Shakers?
Yeah.
Well, I guess for the most part, that's going to wrap up the Roff Home in Watseka. Again, great time, great place. Love to go back there again sometime.
First show of the new season?
First show of the new season. It was great to be on for season 2, and looking for many more. We are gearing up for our next investigation coming up soon. I think we're going to head back to the Milwaukee area, so we'll get set up with that again. In the meantime,
All right, guys, season 2. Let's make it a good one. High five. High five. High five. Season 2. Oh yeah, high five. Good.
All right. So I'm actually gearing up for the next investigation. We are going to be heading again down towards the south side of Milwaukee again. We got that lined up. I will get the information to you guys over the next couple of days, and we'll take it from there and regroup again for our next investigation. It's going to be pretty cold coming up the next couple months, so this may be a cold location, just to give you a heads up.
Uh-oh.
But other than that, good job, guys.
Good. All right, cool.